Hello everybody, Alex Aquarius here. We're going to talk about Elon Musk and his BFR, his big effing rocket. Alright, this rocket has 40 cabins and each cabin can accommodate up to 6 people each. I want to tell you before I start reading into this article that says he thinks that exposing the secret space program disclosure is inevitable. I'm reading this article because I do believe in a secret space program. But as far as Elon Musk goes, he's full of crap. I don't think rockets fly in a void without any elements of anything. And just based on Newton's law of motion, third law, it's been proven not to work in laboratories and cause propulsion. I also don't believe at all his Falcon 9 rockets land flying backwards and come back from space and land on their tail fins on a barge floating on the ocean where there's only one little poor camera that always cuts out when the exhaust hits it. And they even had one fall over in one of the skits so that it could be more believable that it was so hard to land it when it flies backwards and lands on its tail fins. I absolutely don't believe anything he does. But the fact that he's talking about disclosure inevitable of the secret space program, that caught my attention. Let me read this. This is by Michael Salla, September 2017, from Exopolitics website. Today at the International Astronautical Congress in Australia, Elon Musk unveiled his plans for the big effing rocket, BFR, which will be the means of turning humanity into a spacefaring civilization. Right. Claims to cannibalize his fleet of SpaceX rockets and re-entry capsules to create the fleet of BFR rockets capable of cutting the travel time between major cities on Earth to less than an hour and making possible the establishment of human colonies on the Moon and Mars. His BFR rocket will use huge tanks of supercooled liquid oxygen as the propulsive force. Plans to first build BFR rockets to cut travel time between major cities to under an hour, and the flight time between New York and Shanghai, 7,000 miles, would be about 39 minutes. Using revenue from his profitable satellite business and future revenue from rocket travel between major cities, Musk aims to fund his more ambitious plans for colonies on the Moon and Mars. He set 2022 as the target date for his first BFR rocket to Mars. That's only 5 years away, folks. Do you realize that? Less than that. What makes Elon's vision of humanity becoming a spacefaring civilization remarkable is that it uses conventional rocket technologies, which have never been into space, by the way, because there is no space, to achieve his goals in less than a decade. Given his proven track record in building a profitable commercial space company from scratch, there's little doubt that he can succeed in his goal. Importantly, he stresses that plans for the BFR will make it possible for everyone to fly into space in short trips between major cities for the equivalent of full fare economy in an aircraft. This will revolutionize the aviation industry, and it will certainly get the attention of Boeing, Airbus, and other major aviation companies. Yeah, we need to go to Beijing. Let's take a rocket. You know, they fly backwards and land on their tail fins because, Elon perfected that. This raises the question of how does Musk's plans for the BFR impact on disclosure of the secret space program? Using classified anti-gravity and torsion field technologies, as reported by multiple insiders and whistleblowers. This is true. The most powerful impact is that it will allow many people to actualize their dream of spaceflight. It is a dream. Still is. Even if limited for the most to a short terrestrial trip, say from New York to Shanghai, Musk's plan breaks the glass ceiling on who can become a spacefaring astronaut. It's already been done, dude. A big part of the reason why secret space programs were able to develop without the knowledge of much of the planet's population was that space travel was beyond the reach of the common person. Oh, this baloney's hard to read. Rumors of anti-gravity and torsion field propulsion technologies just didn't inspire people to investigate. They didn't even hear about it, dude, Michael. Since most assumed that space was for the select few and not for the uninitiated. Many. That's the key there. People are uninitiated. You have to be in a secret society and deceiving the sheeple. Musk's BFR changes that perception forever. Oh yeah? Now everyone can dream of becoming a spacefaring astronaut, and the technologies that can facilitate that more quickly and safely will now get on people's nerves, radar. Rumors of secret space programs run by the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Navy, multinational corporations, etc. will get people to take claims of suppressed technologies very seriously. The testimony of insiders and whistleblowers with knowledge of secret space programs will attract people's attention, leading to further important leaks by sympathetic elements within the military-industrial complex. This is exemplified in recent series of triangle-shaped UFOs being photographed near MacDill Air Force Base. These mysterious craft, let me interject, folks, these are called TR-3Bs. Most of you people, if you're listening to my video, you're a truther and a researcher. You already know about the triangular craft built in Pine Gap, Australia. If you've ever listened to Stan Deyo, D-E-Y-O, who helped design them and lived in Australia. He's from Dallas. Come on. And this guy writing this article, Michael Salla, he's got to know what I know, and he's not presenting it. So is he part of the deception? I read these articles so you know what people are saying and what parts are true and what parts aren't. Doesn't mean because I'm reading this article that I just bought the whole thing and I wanted to share it with you. These mysterious craft, the TR-3B, built in Pine Gap, Australia by the international elite New World Order, which appeared just before Hurricane Irma, parentheses, which has been flying since 1966 or earlier, hit the Tampa Bay region. They were capable of maneuvers only possible craft using anti-gravity and torsion field technologies, which overcome the law of inertia. What? And there's a video in here, folks, you can click on. If you go to this website, I'm giving you the link for this YouTube video of the TR-3Bs flying around. People will take such reports and sightings more seriously, reasoning that if anti-gravity and torsion field technologies have been safely developed for secret space programs, then why not have national governments take steps to declassify these for nascent commercial spacefaring industry open to all? Because there is no space. You can't get through the dome. You never have. Make no mistake, Musk's effort to turn humanity into a spacefaring civilization using conventional rocket technologies will accelerate the disclosure process. His bold vision for the big effing rockets to cut travel time between Earth's major cities in under an hour, and for interplanetary travel with bases on the Moon and Mars, makes disclosure of secret space programs inevitable. Makes me wonder why, if Elon Musk and SpaceX is the biggest fakery, along with NASA, about what rockets can do. All right. Now they fly backwards and land on barges, okay? They come back from this imaginary place called space, the imaginary space station. It's just sickening. If you've woken up to what NASA's been doing for the last 50 years, it's disgusting. But what's interesting here is, why is he even mentioning a secret space program and its disclosure being inevitable? What are they going to spin now to explain that this TR-3B, the triangular craft with torsion fields, anti-gravity, they've been around since the 60s, early 60s, you know. Those are called ARVs, Alien Reproduction Vehicles. They retro-engineered crashed aircraft from demons and other beings and archonic angels from other dimensions and worlds, and have been building their technology, and they use them. Look up the Afghanistan attack in 2014 on YouTube. If you've seen that, there's a TR-3B that pulls up above this town in Afghanistan and hits it with direct energy weapons and destroys this whole town. And this soldier films it from behind his Humvee. Just type in TR-3B Afghanistan 2014 bombing city. It'll come up. So thank you for coming to Plain Mundane Show. I'm Alex Aquarius. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm out.